The P-I-N-K show. Hey, the girl Pinky, P-I-N-K-Y, and I'm so fly. And today, Pink Panthers, happy Halloween. Ooh. Okay. Now, before I start this video, like I said in my last video, me and Mr. Shady, we just did a video, Boop, Marry, and Kill, Halloween edition. That's going to be on the Pinky Show channel. So make sure that you subscribe to that channel as well. And subscribe to this one, which is Pinky's Entertainment. And yeah, but as you can see on the title, today I'm going to talk about All American Season 3. No, All American Homecoming Season 3. Now, actually, but let me finish my intro before I get into it, okay? Before I start this video, make sure you drop it like it's hot on that like button. Make sure you get low in the comment section. Make sure you shake it like a salt shaker on the subscribe button and turn your post notification bell so you can know when my next video is gonna be here, okay? Cause y'all know when y'all ring that bell, it be like ring it, ring it, ring it, ring it. Okay, please guys, it's very important that you like, comment, share, and subscribe so YouTube can push my videos on the platform more. I can be in the algorithm more often, and I'm not gonna lie, it can give me motivation to do more videos for you guys. And also, you guys, please comment down below what more videos that you want to see from me, okay? Because I know y'all get tired of show reviews, movie reviews, and all that, okay? Like, give me some ideas, like challenges, songs that y'all want me to sing, reviews, mukbangs, you know, etc., okay, guys? So, yeah. Okay, let's get to it. Now, as we all know, All American Homecoming, Season 3 is the last season. I'm going to be honest, you guys. I'm very disappointed in this season because to me, it's like, okay, if this was a regular season and it's going to get a season 4, cool. The season was good. But for it to be its last season and this is what they came up with, it was very disappointing. Like, to me, it didn't give last season at all. It did not give that. It did not give last season. So I don't know if they filmed it and they're like, okay, hopefully we get season 4, or they knew they were going to get canceled. They just still gave up this product. And it's like, no. Okay, so, as you guys know, All American OG is honestly my favorite show on right now. I have a lot of shows that I like, but All American, I'm going to be honest, is number 1. So when they came up with All American Homecoming, I like All American Homecoming too. That's why it's very disappointing that they got canceled and this is the last season and this is how we say goodbye to them. I didn't really like that because before they announced the cancellation, I'm thinking, okay, All American Homecoming is low-key on the chopping block, but I guarantee if they put out season 3 and everybody loves it, they're gonna get a season 4. Babes, not they cancel it before the season came on the air. I was like, so it was very disappointing that this is what they came up with in the 13 episodes that we had to say goodbye to them. Let's get into it. Okay. First of all, the timeline. I'm not gonna lie. The first timeline was kind of confusing to me because I could have sworn, okay, because Simone, Cam, Damon, who else? Thea. No, I think Thea's was. Okay, I think for sure Simone, Cam, and Damon, they were in the same, like, I mean, college, they don't have grades. But you know what I mean? They were in, like, the same level. And then you had JR, Keisha, Nate, and Thea. They were older than them. So, okay, so the first timeline that we got, just like All American OG, they gave us timelines. They gave us timelines for our Homecoming. So the first timeline was 1 year and 3 months. No, 1 year and 3 months later, start of junior year, championship week, sophomore year. Okay, like I said, I could have sworn last season, Simone, Kim, and Damon, oh, and Lando, he's with them too. I thought they were sophomore season 2. They were still freshmen season 2. I was like, huh? I thought they were like sophomores season 2. And then when we saw the sophomore year, I guess they only show us out of that whole year when she actually chose Damon. I'm about to get into that in a minute. And like, I guess Damon was playing baseball championship. Simone and her team, they lost the conference championship. Who else? And like, it was just a lot going on. So, but it didn't make any sense to me. And then last time we saw, JR was sick. But I guess now he feels better after surgery and he's not sick anymore. And I guess Keisha gave him a bone marrow. Like, it was just a lot that didn't make any sense. I was like, wait, what? When did this happen? Huh? Like, I was so confused with the timeline. I was like, huh? Like, it was confusing. But let's get to characters. And then I'm going to talk about the other timelines. Okay, Simone. First of all, baby girl went through it. Okay, let's talk about her journey. It's so funny how an All-American OG, she was just, no offense, she was like a random girl, a random one night stand with Jordan. But I guess she felt some type of way and really liked him. So she was pregnant. But she lied to Jordan, saying that he was the dad, knowing darn well he not the dad. Then she really liked him. He really liked her. He forgave her. They started dating and whatnot. Then they got married in Vegas. Then they was planning on to really get married. Then she stopped the wedding because she low-key had a crush on Damon and wanted to see what that was going to go. Then she was going to Princeton in Atlanta while Jordan was going to be staying there in Cali to go to college. They were going to be long distance marriage. They didn't even last a semester because she was in an emotional entanglement with Damon. But then Simone and Damon, Simone and Jordan got a divorce, annulment, whatever you want to call it. Then Damon was with Thea. You know what I'm saying? It was just a whole lot of. And then she playing tennis. And then she's juggling Damon and Lando. Then she had breast cancer. What? It was just, Simone has been through a lot. But let's talk about her journey this season. Okay. So Simone, as we saw, she was, I guess, sophomore. I guess the end of freshman year, sophomore year, her and Damon dated. Okay. So she chose Damon. I was happy on that part. Only just for us to see them date for one episode. Just for us to see them date in one episode. I'm confused. And then Simone fighting for tennis. But Lord behold, they dropped the baseball team. Lord behold, Davis is still a sophomore. So he needs to transfer because he can't go out. He can't draft for the MLB yet. He's mad at Simone, but then his birth daddy was like, hey, I got a spot for you, like, I got a chance for you to draft for MLB. He's like, say less, what's good? Like, what's up? What's the deal? And then he gonna go to Dominican Republic for another team so he can be with MLB for a year. Simone and him broke up because long distance, because of their careers. Okay, let's just stop right there. Simone, I'm gonna be honest, love triangles is her thing, and long distance is not her thing. How are you here that Damon is about to play for a team? Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. You deserve it. Anywhere you go, I'ma watch you play. And then when he dropped the bomb on her, oh, it's gonna be in Dominican Republic. Now all of a sudden she changed her mind. She don't want to be with him no more. Huh? What? Because my thing is, girl, either way it goes, y'all gonna be long distance. But then when you heard Dominican Republic, you was like, oh, psych. Then you guys break up. Keep in mind, he didn't want to break up. He wanted to fight for her. She didn't. Keep in mind, he didn't want to break up. And then as soon as he leaves, Oh my god, have you guys seen Lando? Have you heard from Lando? I want Lando and I to be friends again. Huh? Girl, what are you talking about? I wouldn't want to be her friend either if I was Lando. Biscuit, you show somebody else. What do you mean? Then she go beg and force his boy to be her friend. I'm like, Simone, now you begging for friends. I don't got time. Like, girl. Then they show us one episode that you actually missed Damon. You actually thought about Damon. Like, one episode. Then the rest of the episode, oh, me and Lando. I have feelings for Lando. Like, it's giving, did you really love Damon? It's giving, did you only like Lando because Damon wasn't there? It's giving, was Lando really first choice, but you thought you need to do it with Damon? It's giving, girl, what is it giving? Like, and then Keisha and they was like, well, like, you chose Lando. So, wait, y'all was Team Lando and not Team Damon? I just feel like when it comes to her and Damon, I feel like the show was based on her and Damon. I'm sorry, this girl was married to a whole nother man, Jordan. They didn't even last a semester because she had feelings for Damon. Then Damon dated Thea, okay. Then you and Lando had y'all friends with benefits. Then you chose Damon. I felt like it was always her and Damon. I'm thinking y'all are in game, but you got to choose Damon only for him to leave, and you can choose Lando, and you and Lando end up together. I'm sorry, I disagree. I felt like Lando was giving very much. If Damon was still there, Damon would have did everything Lando would have done and more. Lando's a good guy. Don't get me wrong. I like her and Lando together, but babes, I thought it was always her and Damon. Like, no matter who they're with or what they're doing in life, it's always gonna be her and Damon. But then the writer gonna be like, nope, she really loved Lando. Girl, what? Like, no. Then she had breast cancer. That was so sad. I liked the storyline because I felt like she was showing how, as black women, doctors don't take us seriously. Like, I hate to say like that. They don't take us seriously. Like, we can feel pain. We can be bleeding out. Doctors can be like, no, according to the charts, it says you're fine. But it's like, babes, I know my own body, and the pain keeps getting worse and worse. And they're like, no, I'm sorry, ma'am. We just did a test on you, and it says you're positive. Like, it's like, if she says she feels so, you know what I'm saying? So I like how, of course I didn't like that she had breast cancer. I'm glad she fought it, and I'm glad it was only stage 1, even though that's still scary. But she ended up beating it, and I love how, like, her friends / her village, I love that because I feel like it took a village to raise me, and I still lean on my village to this day. So I understood her on that part, on that level. And of course, she beat breast cancer, thank God. But she had to end up telling the world, like, hey guys, I'm not on drugs. It just called I was on treatment, had breast cancer, and she almost quit tennis. I feel like this season, it was giving, do I want to be the next Serena Williams or I don't? Like, it was giving, I want to quit tennis. I ain't gonna lie, was it me or is he like all American? OG, they're all getting their lives together, career wise and couple wise. And then homecoming, everybody's sad. They want to quit. They want to give up. Everybody breaking up. Everybody cheating on each other. It's just giving, all my children. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the difference between the shows. But after all is said and done, she still played tennis. And she chose Lando. More of the story, I don't like that. Anyway, moving on, David. We only saw David twice. Keep in mind, I knew that him and the Amy was barely going to be on the show. Even, I think they said Nate was going to be on a lot of episodes. We saw Nate on a lot of episodes. I'm mad because Nate's my favorite character, so I'm cool with Nate. And I'm cool with the 80 because I feel like without the 80, she's like the glue. What, like besides Simone be the ringleader, the 80 is the older. She's the glue. So how they gonna have Finley there without the 80? But we still saw the 80, right? Right. But we only saw David 2 episodes. Did the actor and All American Writers or somebody have beef behind the scenes that we don't know about? Why do we only see David twice? Like what? And then Simone didn't tell him she had breast cancer. Why not? Why not? Did he? And then my thing is her birthday episode. Did he even wish her happy birthday? Like it's giving Damon. They just acted like David just never cared for like her and David. They just never had a bond. They just never had a deep relationship. They just act like David was just like I didn't like that. So yeah, justice for David. David deserved better. Why did we only see him 2 episodes? The only good news about David's storyline, he got drafted to the MLB. That's the only good news about David. He didn't end up with Simone. That was so stupid. But he got drafted to the MLB. Anyway, next, Lando. Okay, I love Lando character development from season 1 to season 3. Keep in mind, we didn't see him on season 1 because he was like the enemy. He was playing on the Hawks baseball team. Season 2, he ended up transferring because his family ended up going to Brixton. He has a lot of family history when it comes to Brixton. Him and Simone had like a love and hate relationship. They became friends with benefits. He likes photography. He likes playing baseball. He's multi-talented. We realize he a Virgo. That's why he's multi-talented. Because he a Virgo. Like, he's really that dude. Like, on the low, Lando was really that dude. Like, don't play with him. He's really that dude. This season, he was runner-up for Damon. Runner-up from Damon. Then all of a sudden, he's still on photography. He became a KEK fraternity. Him and Simone try to be friends, not trying to be friends. He still loves Simone. They booed up. And they end up together. I like all his storyline except they ended up together. Like, why did they end up together? I have a problem with that. Y'all didn't want to put him with Thea. Let's talk about it. I understand that everybody don't have to be booed up, but like, I'm gonna get on to Thea in a minute. But y'all didn't want to put Lando and Thea together. Y'all didn't want to do that. Y'all didn't want to put Lando and Thea together. And going back to Simone love triangle. First of all, she was in a love triangle with her, Jordan, and David. She was in another love triangle with her, Jordan, Layla. She was in another love triangle with Simone, Damon, Thea. She was in another love triangle with Simone, Damon, Lando. Then she was in another love triangle with Simone, Lando, and Eva. Girl loves her. She loves her some love triangles. Because they want us to make sure that she's that girl. Like, they want us to know that she's that girl. I mean, I ain't mad at you, but girl, like, why did you choose Lando as your ultimate partner knowing Damon is the one for you? I have a problem. But going back to Lando, I really love his character development. I really hate that this is the last season because I feel like if he kept on being on the... And that's another thing. I hated how they made him main character and then this is the last season. I feel like they could have used... Lando, first of all, he has range. The episode where him and Simone spend all day together, the Christmas episode, and then he ended up shooting her the photo shoot, and he was mad at her when he found out she was anonymous, which I knew she was an anonymous person to buy his art. Ooh, I felt it. I said, boy, you better act. You better act. I love him. I'm gonna be honest, he gets MVP this season. He is one of the characters that get MVP this season. I really wish that this show would have kept going because I would have loved the storylines they would have gave him. And then he has such a cute smile. Ooh, every time he smiles, I'm like, am I Simone? Let me stop. Anyway, but Lando, I love you, Lando. You and Simone were cool. But we all know she should have ended up with Damon. I said what I said. Moving on. Oh, and then him and Eva was irrelevant. We all knew she was just a buffer until he got with Simone. Not important. Next. Okay, Keisha. First of all, I love how we got more Keisha this season. I feel like season 2, we barely saw her. And then when we did see her, she was struggling with her dance teacher, her dance professor. But I love how this season we got more of her. First of all, I love Keisha because I feel like Keisha is the type of character that you root for. Because like she said, she was in her self-sabotage era. I feel like when it comes to dance, she's very passionate with dance. But for some reason, it seems like life keeps on knocking her down when it comes to dance. First, her professor. Then she couldn't get into grad school. Then she feels like she wants to try a new type of dance, but she was doubting herself. Then then she became a street dancer. New. I'm like, dang. I'm like, we couldn't see her more street dancing. Like, I love how they act like ballet, jazz, modern's the only type of dancing style. There's other types of dance style and not just ballet and stuff. Not to say she was doing only ballet, but you know what I mean. I don't know what type of dance I guess besides street dancing, she was doing like hip hop, contemporary. I don't know, but you know, she found her strength in street dancing. So I feel like she needs to do more hip hop / street dancing. And so eventually she met her idol Luam. She eventually got into dancing on tour and she got into grad school. And then she passed her final. But other than that, her and Cam. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I feel like we all kind of knew her and Cam was kind of going to be like, their relationship was gonna be on and up, like kind of balancing, like kind of drifting apart. You know, I hate when people say we drifted apart. They were kind of drifting apart. But the fact that she cheated on him with JR, first of all, I like Keisha and JR together. They remind me of Simone and Lando. I like them together. But we all know Keisha and Cam are in game. Like, let's be for real. Her and Cam are in game. And I understand they probably did that to spice up their storyline, but it sucks too because I'm like, dang. Okay, I'm gonna get to JR Gabby in a minute, but it's like, dang. When it came to Keisha and JR, of course they had an emotional relationship. I'm like, I love how they act like girls and guys just can't be friends. I love how they act like girls and guys, they just have to, not like girls and guys can't be friends. They're gonna end up liking one another. I hate that. They could have just been easily best friends, lean up, but no. She had to cheat on him, Cam with him. He had to cheat on Gabby with her. I'm like, then we added a cliffhanger with who is she gonna choose? She chose herself. I hate love triangles when they do that. Oh my god, they built a love triangle only for them to choose themselves. I hate that. But I feel like either way it goes, she was gonna choose Cam. I don't think she was gonna choose JR. Now, if they would have got to season 4, I feel like maybe she would have continued. They would have continued the love triangle, and maybe her and Cam would have broken up, and then she would have chose JR. But then at the end of that season, she would have went back to Cam. Something like that. If they continue with season 4, but since we're not going to get season 4, that's how they ended, and I didn't like it. But first of all, Keisha got vocals when her and Cam was singing "Happy Birthday" Simone. I'm like, okay, Keisha, you better sing. Girl, if dancing don't go out, be like Cam. Y'all can be a dynamic duo. Y'all can be in a group, like, And then, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Oh, and when her and Cam, they broke up, and you saw the tears in her. Oh, I'm like, y'all better act. Y'all better act. But I love Keisha. All in all, I'm glad she had a happy ending. I feel like she would have ended up with Cam. And yeah, Cam. I love Cam. Cam is another person that gets MVP this season. I love Cam. I love how we saw his music side more. He was like interning, working at Basewood Records. as a songwriter. He was writing chorus. Like, that's how a lot of like singers and songwriters get in like the industry, because they like him being interns, or they be writing for other artists, and then they want to come out as art, so, and as a entertainer, like, that, I really like that. I like how like they showed us the music side, just like Keisha. I like how they show us the dancing side, because so that was really good. And I feel like he was really trying with Keisha, but like he said, she wasn't communicating with him. But at the end of the day, he wasn't communicating with her either. But I feel like he didn't communicate with her because she wasn't communicating with him. So it's kind of like a tick for tack moment. And then when he found out she was street dancing and JR knew about it, I ain't gonna lie, I would have been heated too. I'm like, so JR knew, but I didn't. Like, even if they were doing anything, I would have been like, okay, so JR knew, but I didn't. Like, what the fudge? Like, what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been like, I'd be looking at her sideways too. But, yeah, and I love him and Gabby's friendship. I love their friendship. I'm so glad they do. Okay, so they're together. Should we get together? No. They're the definition of guys and girls can just be friends, brother and sister type relationship. I love their relationship. Like, I love their friendship. And when him and Keisha did that dance, I'm like, y'all better work. So my first look, this was me. I was like, I was singing along with it. I was like, ooh. But when he grabbed her booty, I'm like, him. I'm like, grabbing the booty is crazy. Not you grabbing the booty. Grabbing the booty is crazy. And Lando was like, dude, you just gonna let her walk? That's what Lando said it perfectly. That dance was your love story. He said it perfectly. Y'all dance was the love story. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, her and Cam are not over. Like, they have the cliffhanger. Her and Cam are not over. I don't care. They're not over. They're dating. They're not over. They're dating. Anyway, moving on. JR. It was okay. First of all, I'm so glad JR got better. Actually, comment down below. Okay, so is he 100% better, or is it one of those he will always be sick, but now he can still play? Like, I'm gonna be honest, because I feel like 1 minute he said he couldn't play baseball because of his sickness, but then in the same breath he says, I'm not gonna stop fighting for baseball. So I'm like, so are you still sick, or are you 100% better? Like, you're 100% cured? Comment down below. I didn't really understand that. I'm like, so is he better or is he not? I was confused. Because like I said, we found out Keisha gave him a bone marrow that almost stopped her dancing, but eventually she got better. But she didn't tell him about it. Gabby, he actually passed out with Gabby, and she had to like give him CPR and rush him to the emergency room. That's why she was so overprotected with him as she was. He wasn't playing baseball. They dropped the baseball team, but he was fighting for them to come up with a baseball club team where, you know what I'm saying? Which that was actually a good idea. Because it seemed like a lot of people went to Princeton for sports, or I don't know, that's just what they showed us on the show. But it seemed like a lot of people went to that college for sports. So, and the fact that they were dropping a lot of sports teams, that kind of sucked. But yeah, and then as we know, he ended up liking Keisha. I mean, like I said, him and Keisha, they were cute, but I liked him with Gabby, and I liked her with Kim. And I told y'all last season, on the last season review, if y'all haven't seen the reviews on the channel, make sure you go watch. I was like, y'all better not mess up JR and Gabby. And what did they do? Mess up JR and Gabby. I was pissed. And I'm like, of course. And I hate this too on like shows. This is what I want shows to get rid of. The will they, won't they. Get rid of that. That's so old now. That's so predictable. Get rid of the will they, won't they storyline. Get rid of the love triangle, the love triangle storyline. That's getting old too. And get rid of every couple break up because of cheating. Everybody does not break up because of cheating. Like, they need to stop. People need to understand that cheating is not the only reason a couple breaks up. There's multiple reasons you can break up with somebody. TV shows just love to say so and so cheated on each other. Like, I feel like they need to get rid of those storylines. Like, let's get rid of the will they won't they, the love triangles, and cheating story. Let's get rid of those because it's very predictable now. Let's get rid of those. Anyway, and then Gabby's okay. Moving on to Gabby. Gabby, I ain't gonna lie, she's one of my faves. I love Gabby. I love Gabby. She's another MVP for this season. I love Gabby. Hashtag Gabby deserved better. She deserved better. She was a good girlfriend, a good woman. She had a lot of good things come to her. Gabby deserves better. And the fact that we had to end her storyline on that was sad. Gabby deserved better. And then J Mart only almost hit the Gabby deserved better. Okay? Anyway, I love Gabby's storyline. She killed it as usual. Of course, she was a good girlfriend to JR. Her and JR had some problems, which I mean, they're a couple. You're gonna have problems. Unfortunately, you're gonna have problems in your relationship. I hated how it ended that she got cheated on. You know, I hated that for her. She slapped JR. That was crazy. She helped Cam with his music stuff. She almost got what from It was just a lot. Gabby just deserved better. I feel like Gabby got spitted on this season. Like, Gabby deserved better. I feel like she would be a great engineer. She gonna kill it as an engineer. She gonna find another dude. I don't think. I mean, as much as I want her and JR to get, maybe her and JR get back together. Like, I don't think they go okay because they're in college still. Maybe like few years later, that I can see them getting back together. But as of now, no, I don't think they should get back together. Because hashtag Gabby deserved better. Anyway, Nate. Y'all know Nate is my favorite character. I love Nate. I'm gonna miss Nate so much. Nate got waitlisted for Bracelet Law, but then she got accepted to Bracelet Law. Of course, she's being her and Keisha, they are really good friends. They all are good friends, but her and Keisha, they get best friend award. I need a Nate and Keisha in my life. If you're like Nate and Keisha, call me. I need a Nate and Keisha in my life, okay? She is such a good friend. She was a house mother. Nate is giving much mother. I feel like Nate gonna have like 5 kids because, gonna have like 5 kids. It's sad that her and Ryan didn't end up together. I'm like, of course, my favorite character, she don't end up with nobody. Of course. She doesn't end up with her boy. She doesn't end up with anybody. Of course, my fave don't end up with nobody. Anyway, I love how she was helping Ezra, with the attack. I love how she was fighting for him. I love how we saw that she had a favorite cousin, but they fell out. But then she didn't tell I guess the cousin didn't know why they fell out. And then she told the cousin what she did. She was huge apologetic. But then she found out that the cousin was, The cousin, was, her client was the people that attacked Ezra. So she was done with her. I like Nate's storyline. And I feel like she was, didn't understand Simone cancer diagnosis and why Simone was doing it the way she was doing it, but she realized that not everybody's going to think like her. Not everybody's going to feel like her. I feel like Nate had to step into a lot of people's shoes this season. Not to say she wasn't already, but I feel like she's one of those. She's like the mother of the group. She can give you advice, but then when it comes to her, she has a hard time receiving it. I don't know how to explain it, but so she's going to be a great lawyer. Girl, be my lawyer. Okay, I don't know what type of lawyer she want to be, but be my lawyer. And yeah, I'm going to miss Nate. Oh, I love Nate. Thea. Okay. 1, I did not have a problem with Thea this season. Let's clap for that. She didn't get on my nerves this season. Let's clap for that. 2, I didn't understand how was they going to bring her, how they was going to continue her storyline, because as we know, last season, season 2, she quit college to play tennis professionally to go pro. But then we found out, like towards the end of the season, she actually lied and she wasn't really participating in pro circuit. She almost quit. But then thank God she didn't. Because I would have been like, that was another thing. They kept on having a lot of people almost quit their dream. And it was very sad because I'm like, wow, y'all even have Thea thinking about quitting tennis. And tennis is her whole life. Like, tennis is her own identity, her whole identity, literally. So I'm like, wow, that's the direction y'all going. I was like, ugh. Okay, but thank God she's gonna keep on fighting and keep on pushing. Like Coach Lonnie told her, that's just the way it is. Going after your dream is not an easy road, like life. Unfortunately, life is not easy. You're gonna have some bumps in the road, but you're gonna make it through. And I'm glad Thea received that and she took it into consideration. But I'm gonna be honest, her storyline honestly was just being a good friend. That was honestly her storyline. Like, that's how you know her storyline, I mean, her character development, like Lando, has grew. Because she was basically a mean girl in a biscuit, season 1. I'm like, Simone, if you don't want to fight her, girl, tag me in, boo. I'll do it for you. Like, tag me in, coach. Put me in, coach. Tag me in. Like it, you're like, tag, you're it. Like, you know. And then second season, she was bringing out her wall a little bit. She was warming up. She was, being, she was trying to be down to earth, trying to be a good friend. But this season, she passed that on being a good friend. I don't know if tennis wasn't on her radar, so she's like, okay, let me be a good friend. But she did that. I just hate how, like, we saw her with Simone a lot. We saw her with Nate a lot. We even saw her with JR and Nate, but we did not see her. Have y'all noticed we never saw her and Keisha like hang out one-on-one? Have y'all noticed that? We never saw Thea and Keisha hanging out one-on-one. I wish we'd had more of their storyline, like their friendship storyline. You know what I'm saying? I feel it was just giving, like, she's everybody's friend, but really she's close with Nate and Simone. That's what it was giving. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I feel like in a big friend group, you guys all love each other, but there's going to be like one or two people that you're like closest to. And I just think out of everybody, she's just closest to Nate and Simone. But anyway, she could have ended up with Lando. Like Simone and Damon would have got together. Cam and Keisha together. JR and Gabby together. Her and Lando. Y'all could have put them and Lando together. Y'all could have put them together. Anyway, moving on. Amara, the Annie. I love the Annie. When it comes to Brainston, she is always on point. She loves those kids. She wants them to go out there to get a feel. She is a type of, not principal, dean. She's the type of dean I need in my college life. Because college stuff, I'm going to be honest, I'm not having a good college journey, college adventure. That's another story. That's another story time for another day. But, she's there for the people. But once again, I'm sad because her and Marcus didn't end up together. It's like they didn't want nobody to end up with each other this season. Her and Marcus didn't end up together. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Her and Marcus didn't end up together. Are you kidding me? Now, keep in mind, I understand you found out the love of your life. He low-key was married. And then you find out he has a child. I mean, I understand. But it's like, what the fudge? Come on now. Are y'all serious? Are y'all serious? They're like the older version of Simone and Damon. Like, are you kidding me? And they did not end up together. If that was the case, y'all should have brought back Keisha's dad. Actually, where the heck? Why y'all didn't bring him back? Probably budget. And they're like, yeah, he's another co-star. We got to pay, and we're not doing that. She could have ended up with Keisha's dad. Like, my thing is, if Keisha and Marcus was going to end up together, she could have ended up with Keisha's dad. Because I actually liked her with Keisha's dad as well. But I'm like, nah, her and Marcus are in game. Clearly not. So she should have ended up with Keisha's dad. She could have been Keisha's stepmom. Like, girl, oh, it's too much. It's too much. But she ended up still helping Marcus with his Oh, I'm sorry. Moving on. I'm glad we saw her more. I'm thinking we're gonna. I'm thinking they're gonna treat her like Damon. How we only saw him 2 times. I'm thinking we're gonna see the Annie like 2 times. We saw her a couple times, but we saw Damon 2 episodes. What the fuck? Anyway, moving on. Coach Marcus. Again, another incredible storyline for Coach Marcus. He found out he had a son. He is 14 years old. Crystal was goddamn wrong because she didn't tell him that he had a son. I understand it was a reason, but girl, what? Like, everybody needs to know they have a child. And once he find out, he needs to make a decision if he wants to be in that little boy's life. And we know Marcus that he's a father figure, like how Moore is a mother figure. He's a father figure, and he's gonna be a good father to that boy, to that black boy, that black son at that. And you the one that did that? Yeah, I'm disappointed. Anyway, but he did amazing. I love his storyline. The only storyline that we needed, him and Amara, Endgame. And like it was sad because I'm glad that we saw the development between him and his son. He thought that his son might have bipolar disorder like he does, but in Jesus' name, he did not have bipolar disorder. That was good. But my thing is, and then Nico, his son, is going to spend time with him during the summer. So my thing is this: are you and Crystal gonna work it out? Are y'all getting back together? Are y'all gonna get back together down the line? Because again, why did him and Amara didn't end up together? Comment down below if y'all know the answer, because I don't. Why they didn't end up together? And then I love how he was helping JR. He's gonna be the coach of the baseball team. He was kind of we had a little more of him and Simone moment. You know, he thinking that she needs help. You know, physically what she did, but he didn't know, and he didn't think it was breast cancer. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Yeah, and then we also saw him with family dinner in the group. Like, yeah, Ryan. Okay. I love him and Nate together. He was such a good boyfriend to Nate. Now, I kind of felt him when he didn't realize that Nate had other options for college. But I agree with Nate. I'm like, no offense, you didn't think, I don't understand why you didn't think she was going to have options for college. I was kind of confused. I'm like, you think she's just going to stay in Atlanta? Like, I'm like, I'm sorry, they have a lot of schools, especially college, everywhere. You do know that, right? So when he said, I'm like, you didn't think she was going to have another options? And then Nate thought he was going to propose, but he didn't. And then they ended up breaking up because he felt like he couldn't trust her. I mean, I understood, but at the same time, I felt like he kind of was. I didn't really like that. I'm like, really? This is how y'all gonna break up? It was just like, really? I don't know. Like, I was kind of mad at that. Maybe he felt like he was going to tell Nate regardless. She just had to be patient. And I guess when she just took matters to her own hands, he didn't like that. I don't know, but it was sad they were in game and they didn't end up together. Anyway, Noah. I'm glad we saw Noah. I'm glad that he gave Marcus a chance. I understand when it comes to Marcus, he's going to, for a long time, be foreign to him, because it's like, dude, I don't know you. Like, my mama just told me that you're my dad. Like, he's like, but I'm glad he let his guard down. And yeah, Crystal, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what he saw. Crystal is pretty, but as far as like personality wise, I don't know what he saw in her. Like, I don't know, is because she a strong black woman and he likes the strong black woman attributes. But it's just like, I didn't really understand that. But, yeah. But she was cool though, I guess. But my thing is, are they going to get back together? Because he didn't end up with Amara. Anyway, Tootie. We barely saw Tootie this season. I felt like we really didn't need Tootie. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I just felt like we didn't see the other girl from last season. So we really didn't need to see Tootie. Like, I felt like the Molly girl that Simone was having on the tennis team, we could have just had her and Molly storyline. We didn't really need Tootie. I'm gonna miss Tootie. And the actress, she doing big things now. Make sure you guys watch Beauty in Black on Netflix. That's, you know. But as far as her playing, we didn't need Tootie. But we gonna miss you, girl. J Marks. J Marks is a douchebag. He's one of those entertainers that you love, but then when you meet him, he is below the belt. He only cares about himself. He feel like because he famous, he can rule the world. If I rule the world, like he just think he's that dude. And then he tried to blackball Cam, and the devil is a lie. Cam is now signed. How you like them apples, bro? Oh my god! Before I get into timelines, that's another thing. I didn't understand why we didn't get we didn't get like a crossover. Like, why? Like, Simone, you tell me out of everybody, Simone is still in touch with Layla? Because remember, she said, "Oh, I texted Layla and she hooked you up with like an interview with So Records." I'm like, you telling me you are in touch with your ex-husband's wife? And then that's another thing. We didn't find out if she knew about their wedding. Then why you didn't go to Olivia and Spencer's? But I didn't like that. I'm like, so we just gonna act like her and Cam are not cool with them no more? Like, I didn't understand. I'm like, wow. So we really say goodbye to them. But this is what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna say that at the end. Anyway, present day. That was like the new storyline, the new timeline, or whatever. Then another timeline we had was 1 month later. So I guess this was after Simone. She was done with she was done with what's the R? She's done with radiation. So this is 1 month later after that. Excuse me. And of course she survived it. All that. Then yeah, I didn't really like their timelines this season. Especially the first time. Like, I was so confused. I'm like, so she's a junior now. So we're now going to see their sophomore year. We should go see the fact that she showed Damon, but then they broke up one episode and then she showed Lando. Like, what are we doing? But no. I feel like I don't know if they're going to be, if we're going to see some of those characters season 7 of All American OG, because like I said, they canceled Homecoming, but All American OG is still going on with season 7. So are we going to see some of these characters in the other, on like All American OG to complete their storyline, or we just not going to know the answer? I don't know. And then Simone, that was cute how like when she told the world that she had breast cancer, everybody clapped for her before she played. That was cute. But I'm like, again, that's it. And then I didn't like how her and Damon, I just love how when Damon came, she just acted like her and Damon never had chemistry. Her and Damon never had a deep connection. She just acted like Damon was just, honestly, she acted like Damon was Jordan. Like, Jordan is then, this is now. She acted like she was disgusted by Damon. Like, girl, I don't know. I just didn't like how she ended up with Lando. I'm sorry. I love them together, but what the fudge? Like, what? But anyway, you guys, like I said, if they would have got a season 4, this was a good season. But this to be their last season, this wasn't giving last season. This was giving season, we're about to get a season 4. Like, this wasn't giving last season. But comment down below your thoughts about what you guys think. What did y'all think with people who end up with who? Were y'all disappointed that she did y'all like the fact that she chose Damon but ended up with Lando, or y'all felt like she should have always stuck with Damon? Because she just acted like Damon was your second choice. I don't know. I didn't like that. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure you like or dislike, thumbs up or thumbs down, comment. Please be prepared to subscribe. Turn your post notification bell so you can know when my next video gonna be here, okay? Follow my Facebook at Pinky Pinky. is Pinky Space, Pinky. And follow 2 of my Instagrams, one at Show the Pinky and the other at PinkyBear00. And follow your girl on TikTok at The Pinky Show, because I be going crazy, okay? And like my saying goes, let's smile, be your style. Don't worry, be happy, okay? And make sure you subscribe to The Pinky Show and Mr. Shady. This is your girl Pinky, Pinky, and I'm so fly. Holla at your girl.